Hey, good day to you. This is Rayn. I'm your trading coach for today. A bit about me, I've been trading for 16 years and coaching for 13 years. But why do I introduce myself that way? Because for the first 5 years of my trading journey, I did not learn the right way of how to plot the buying zone and selling zone. And only after 5 years of trading, then I discovered the right definition, the right way of doing it. And once I learned it, do you know that it is liberating for my trading? I can see that my trading results improve overnight, of course, coupled with other things. But the trading zone, it is so underrated. There are many of times trading coaches just pretty much brush through it and find that it's pretty basic, people should figure out. But there are so many different definitions in terms of how to look for your support resistance, even that, correct? How do you determine, or what is the definition of the trend that is being broken, correct? And from that, it will already affect how you draw your zone. On top of that, there are other factors like how every individual traders is looking at the wave. And this is one thing that pretty much is the part that I always love to say, the art of the trading. Okay, so there are traders who are looking for the big picture. There are traders who are looking for even the small movement. I would say that as long as you're not too extreme, that means you don't just draw from the bottom all the way up as one move. Sometimes you can, but not always, correct? Or you don't take every 2 to 3 candles and you draw a new wave. That is the example of 2 very extreme examples. Don't laugh over there, because over the years of coaching, I do see students does that because they are so conservative, or they are so looking at the big picture instead of even they can miss out the small details. All right, but most people get it right. Okay, so let's have a look on the chart and you will understand better what I'm trying to say. All right. So over here, what you can see is a dollar-yen chart. At the point of recording, I can tell you dollar-yen is one of the highlight. It is an interesting pair that most of the time it doesn't move that much, but when it does move, it is pretty trendy. It moves in a single direction. Okay, so for us to really go and draw the trends, first you have to able to identify the wave. So let's start from this page. As you can see, this is the wave that created a new low. How do we identify that? Okay, we have a break and close below of this low over here. Okay, so we're going to use this as a starting point. Usually if you're using a 23-inch or 22, 24-inch kind of monitor chart, is good enough for you. And you can start drawing. Okay, so this is from high to low, correct? Everyone can see that. Then low to high. Once again, we have another move over here as well, correct? Although it didn't break new low or new high, this is still a movement. We can plot it over here as well. Okay, this entire movement. Okay, you can see that it pretty much respected this high at that point of time. And if you have spotted it earlier on over here, you can earn some money, correct? But it's fine. We can keep on tracing. And the definition of breaking the point is, okay, so this is the movement that break and close below, correct? So this becomes the starting point, and this is where we love to really mark it as X. So it's just like a starting point, or it's just like your treasure map, because this is an important clue. If the market break and close above this high, then X is invalid, and this is a bearish trend. Let's say this become a weaker bear, you need another retracement, and eventually a break and close above of this high. If we fast forward a bit, you know that it's somewhere over here, and then it become a bullish trend. So in essence of time, I've already drawn it. I love to color code it: red as a bearish movement, blue as a bullish movement. Okay, so once you see this was our X as well just now, correct? You remember that? So we can always mark it over here. This is X. And we have the first break and close above the high one time. The second time it break above. Can you see that? Let me just delete this long shadow over here. It break above, but it failed to close above. All right. So when it doesn't close above, it is just like telling the market, hey, I attempt to break but fail to do so. When you fail to do so, it strengthens the resistance. All right. So the next time, market break and close above over here. And this is how I read my chart. If some of you read from here to here, here to here, here to here, it's fine. You just be consistent. All right. So this become the new starting point. So I'll shift the X over here because it has broken one time, two time. We need two breaks of the high, and that only that will become a new movement, new market movement over here. Following through, another break and close above. So we further shift X over, but just imagine this have not happened. So we have to ignore this entire movement first. So once the market retraces, okay, this is the one that created the movement, correct? Retraces, and how do we know that this is the lowest price? When the market has break and close and a new high. Can you see how trading should be? Is a lot of patience. So on this red line over here, because we are looking for a buying opportunity over here, we need to draw our retracement on the red line over here. So this become your buy zone. Got it? This become your buy zone. So imagine the market only move to this level, break and close above, and you can draw a buy zone already. Of course, if you are very experienced in trading, you will know within this buy zone, this is the area you are looking for a buying opportunity. If market drop further down, then this will be the level. Okay, I'm not going into details for today because we are going to focus on buying and selling zone. Once the market retraces, came back down, the sign for you to look for is this kind of long shadow. The shadow is typically 3 times longer than your candle body over here, the same candle, okay? And this is a sign for your aggressive buy. If you combine with other indicators like RSI, stochastics, some of you even use traditional MACD. Traditional MACD is the one with 2 lines instead of 1. This will be our confirmation engaged trade. And first target, what we are looking at is always the previous high. That will give you a 36 pips. Stop loss will definitely go below this level with a buffer. Okay, and second target I'm going to cover on the future trading. Okay, and what we see over here is at least your first target, the 36 pips, is being taken care of. And right now, I know what you are looking for. Hope this video gets to you fast enough. If not, it's fine as well, because what is important is the skill, correct? So over here, what you can see is that this is a new break and close above the previous high. It's very obvious. How do we know that? Market retraces, went back up and closed above, correct? Created a new high. We're waiting for market to come back in these 2 levels. You can always draw a horizontal line over here, and that will pretty much help you to zone out 109.33 as your buying price if you are trend traders, and the lowest price 109.24 in a good way. This is pretty tight. Okay, so as you can see how we can wait for the trading opportunity to happen within the trading zone before engage the trade, rather than just by looking at candlesticks is bearish engulfing short, bullish engulfing long. You can do that, but with this buying and selling zone, it will further increase, and you will further increase your profitability, and make yourself even much calm and zen and waiting for the opportunity and play through your trade. You are more confident. but that doesn't mean you should overtrade. Alright, so that's all I have for you today for today's trading. If you like this trading, let us know, and don't forget, go and practice it first. Practice before you engage it on your live account. Alright, so all the best for your trading. Till then, remember always plan your trade and trade your plan. Take care.